Superman 1983-7 here. Here we are for part 2. As I was getting at before, the big brother God of Christian and Catholic Bible are, it's kind of hard to grasp. And I get a lot of people, Nephilim Free, who is so devout in the Bible that he pretty much takes everything to context, which is absurd living in a time like this, because with science and reason and the study of biotic and abiotic life together explains much more than the Bible can even fathom on providing us answers with. Now, the only thing that the Bible provides us answers to is nothing, right? It provides a jump, right? You can get to a certain point of understanding something in the Bible, to which point you get to a certain question and say, well, can you explain this? No, I can't. God did that, right? So if God did it, and that's how that's how we are supposed to stop questioning, right? As soon as they say God did this, we're not supposed to question that. Apparently that's how it's done, and other than that, we don't have any other questions for the issue, which is wrong. God does a lot of things, but the one thing God does is he makes it all right for the general population not to ask questions, not to want to know how the world works, to not understand how the world works, or things within the world work, or how they got there. These questions need to be asked. And if you have a book stating that, well, God did this and we don't have to ask questions beyond that, then we never really get to understand the world as it is today. I debate with a lot of people. One of the people that I do debate with, which is not really debate, I just kind of make fun of him more or less, is Illiterate Nick. And it's it's a harsh name to call him illiterate Nick, but you have to understand. He puts himself in these situations that just make him look absurd. The same with Nephilim Free. They assert that they know certain things without actually knowing any facts within them, right? And as soon as you put them up and say, well, you're wrong, and here are the facts, and here's the reasons you're wrong, right? And you come up with a rebuttal, and you can even cite your rebuttal, stating that it is true, right? But they don't care. Maybe they don't read the sites that I provide them, but they just don't care. The only book or text they read and understand, or think they understand, is the Holy Bible, which is horrible because it's ignorant on so many levels. One can only just feel bad for them, right? Nick goes on all the time about evolution. He's got, I don't even know how many videos on evolution. He's going on about the most ridiculous things. And he even put up that one about apes. And you know what? There's no debate in us coming from apes anymore. There's not one debate that no one in the world can say, well, we did not come from apes. Why? Because scientists have provided answers and proof and evidence that we have, we are a direct lineage from apes, right? Which most people in the Bible, who believe in the Bible, will say, oh, we did not descend from, we're not descendants from apes. You're right. We are not descendants from apes. In order for us to be descendants from apes, and this goes to you, Nick, and to you, Nephilim, to be descendants from apes would not exist, thus descendants, right? We are a lineage, alright? They're still here, we're just a branch broken off of, the gene pool for them. And you say, well, I need proof, I need genetic proof that this is even plausible or has happened. Well, we provided that. And Mr. Miller, who's pretty much wrote in every biology book in North America, and everybody's pretty much studied his biology books, has even provided videos on this. And he said, well, we'd have to find out if we are from apes, if apes apes have 46 chromosomes and humans have 48, then where's that chromosome coming from? And it's chromosome 13. So now that we found that, and we can branch it back and link it to the apes, there's really no more debate in the matter. All you can do is study it. And if you can find a flaw or an error within this, then provide a rebuttal and provide proof that this is not true, that there's flaws in it. But the big thing is it's already went through. So you've had people much smarter than Nick or Nephilim Free that look over this and look over it with great detail, fine-tooth comb. Haven't found anything wrong with it, so it's entered in as evidence for evolution, right? Very good evidence for evolution, which because this is here, right, and plus because we have all the transitional forms, it can't really be debated anymore. And the people that do debate it look ludicrous, idiotic. So you got 2 points that are brought up. Okay, you got Christianity, all right, Catholic, Roman Catholicism, Judeo-Christian philosophy, all right, and everything in it. That's, if you read it front to back, it's good ancient literature. It's great. And it's good to have remnants of this literature today because of how far it dates back, right? But another thing is, you can't take this literature, all right, written by 40 people over 1,500 years, to context. Why? Well, there's contradictions in it. There's fallacies in it. There's lots of things in there that can't even happen. We haven't been able to resurrect a zombie. We haven't been able to change a staff in a snake, which would entail changing molecular density, molecular structure, and just pretty much breaking all the laws of physics. All right, staff into a snake can't happen. To live in a stomach of a big fish or a whale is probably what they're talking about. That's not a habitat for anybody to live for 3 days, and whales do digest food. So if you live in the stomach of a whale, chances are, go figure, you will get digested. Parting the Red Sea, a magnetic field that you would have to create to be that thick and to part a Red Sea before your eyes is just unfathomable. So until we can do that or create a machine that can do that, again, debunked. So why am I an anti-theist? Why do I take this position? It's quite simple. Things that make sense and things that have answers is usually what I like to look up on. And if things don't have answers, I can have great faith and kind of a pride in the scientific community that someday they will be answered. And if they can't, we will get all the information that we can to support a theory. Now, this is why I make my decisions. Because if there was more intellectual people in the world, then we would not have theism. And if we did not have theism, we would have a greater understanding. We'd have more smart people, because there are a lot of apologetics out there, Christian apologetics, that are very smart. They probably could help us figure out more things in this community if they studied more things than one Bible. So I think the world would be better and more understood a lot better. Anyway, those are my thoughts and why I chose anti-theistic views, not agnostic or atheists. I do like atheist views. They're great too. And that just goes out to the